That treadmill works me out. I'm so hot. It's such a good workout. Come on, cool AC. All right, I gotta get home, do some chores real quick, get dressed, and go meet the mama. We're going to my daddy's grave. Today is his actual birthday. He would have been 74 today. And I can't believe it. I can't believe he's not here. I can't believe it. Anyway, we're gonna go up there, put some fresh flowers on his grave, have a cupcake for his birthday, and just be together. And Delana's coming over. We're gonna go up there together. And I gotta hang up stuff for Mama, do a few things for her around her house. So yeah, but first I gotta get home and get some coffee. I sure do. I need some coffee. I was dragging this morning. James, his breathing machine messed up last night, so he was kicking. Oh. And so I went and got on the couch, and by the time I got back to sleep, because if I get woke up, I can't just fall back to sleep. It's a process. So by the time I did fall back asleep, it felt like that's when the alarm went off. So I'm a little bit sleepy this morning, but that coffee's going to wake me up. It'll kick in and wake me up. The workout helped for sure. But it's so humid. Anyway, I love y'all. I'll see you at the house. So this morning as I was riding to the gym, I was thinking about my daddy and it being his birthday and everything. And I was just thinking about when he came into my life. I grew up very poor. The sperm donor was not a good provider. He was not a good person. He was very mentally abusive. He was even physically abusive. Just not a good person, not a good provider, and we did without a lot. I can remember many times going to my aunt's house just to have enough food to eat. And so that's what I grew up in. And so when my mother finally, after I begged and pleaded with her to leave said sperm donor, I said, if you'll leave him, I'll do everything. I'll take care of the house. You won't have to do anything, because I knew she was going to have to work and everything. So I gave her my word, and I did. And she worked 2 jobs, and she would literally go to work, but she'd come home. Her food was cooked. I had bought groceries. I had just taken care of the house, doing my part. Well, then she met my daddy, and they got together. It wasn't long after they met that they got married. And I remember feeling so rich in 2 ways. Rich in he was so good. He was so much fun. He loved me. I was never a nuisance. He accepted me. I was his from the get-go. And he was just the best, He was everything a daddy, a man of the house should be. And another way I felt rich was, it wasn't long after they got married that I started having some medical issues, like some female issues and everything. And I was actually able to go to the doctor because we had a health insurance. And I know that probably sounds crazy to consider that to be rich, but I grew up, that was just never a thing. Hold on. I grew up without health insurance. It was rare that we went to the doctor. A lot of times we were just taking care of it at home, and thank goodness we were healthy. It was not crucial, but I just remember him being such a great provider for us. He took care of us. He worked so hard for us. I would be able to go and buy school clothes, supplies. I had food. At my house, that he provided between him and Mama working and everything. And we were not rich as the world would tell you. You know, we didn't have money coming out of our ears or anything, but we were so rich in what mattered, and we were so taken care of. And he came into our lives at a time when we needed him so much, not just from the financial aspect, but just the emotional. We needed him, and he needed us. He came into our life at a time when he needed us, and it was like we were drawn together, put together when we needed each other most, and we were there for each other. And that's what I was able to tell him before he passed away, that he's been such a great daddy. He has been the prime definition of daddy, of husband, of man of the house. He always provided and took care of us in every way, emotionally, financially, just every way he took care of us. And I thank God for that man, and I miss him so much, but that's the kind of man he was. And I will never, ever, ever, ever forget where I was in my life whenever he came into my life and he stepped into that daddy role. And I was approaching the age where I was fixing to be allowed to date, and he took on that father figure role and set the rules. And you know, he was just everything to me, and I will never, ever, ever forget how I felt the first time I laid eyes on him. I'll never forget it. And he was the same way, and it was like true love at first sight. It was like, there's my daddy. That's the man that's my daddy, and I'm gonna be his little girl. Anyway, that's where I've been in my head this morning, and I just thought I'd share that little bit with y'all. I'm so thankful, and I'm so blessed that I had him. I know there's so many that will never get to experience that, and I don't take that for granted. So anyway, I'm gonna get in here and get my coffee and get dressed and go eat a cupcake and celebrate him. So another fun fact, and I'm sorry if you're not interested in this, but it just helps to talk about it. So if you are interested, thank you for listening. And if you're not, I'm sorry. But another fun fact about my daddy was when he and my mama got together and he would come over to the house, our thing was ice cream. We would always eat ice cream. You know, we might have just regular ice cream. We might have ice cream with chocolate syrup. You know, we just always had ice cream. If we didn't have ice cream in the house, then we would leave and go get ice cream and come back to the house and have ice cream. That's just always been our thing. Well, I didn't realize it until I was just thinking about it the other day. He carried on that tradition with all the grand girls and great-grand girls. There's a lot of them have pictures of him where he would pick them up and they would go on ice cream dates. He might take them to McDonald's, go through the drive-thru and have their ice cream cone, whatever. But they had ice cream dates. And that was just one of those things that he carried on, and it kind of like started with us. And then it was like something made him just carry that on with the girls. And Delana, Sarah, Leela, and two of my great, or maybe just one of my great nieces. I don't know if the other one was old enough yet. Maybe she was, but they just have, and I think he did it with Courtney as well. But he would take them on ice cream dates, and that was his thing. And how appropriate that the day before he passed, we were all sitting around eating a bowl of ice cream. He loved ice cream. But it's just funny how when you lose someone, how you start thinking of the little things that you didn't really maybe pick up on at the time, but now you're looking back, or for me, this is how it is for me. I'm looking back and I can see a pattern, you know what I mean? It's just sweet. And I thank God for the memories. I really do. I just want to thank y'all for allowing me to be able to share and talk with y'all. I know so many of y'all, even though you never met him in person, y'all loved him, because honestly, what you saw on screen, that was him. And if you would have met him in person, that was him. He was the funniest man. Oh my gosh, he was just, that's what I was telling Mama the other day. I said he was just so much fun. I remember when Steve Irwin died, and I watched the interview with Terry Irwin on Barbara Walters, and I think one of the questions she asked Terry was, what are you going to miss most about Steve or whatever? And she said he was fun. He was fun. And I didn't really think much about it at the time. I mean, I could see on her side how that would be true, but I didn't really think much about it. But when my daddy passed away and we were starting to talk about him and everything, I was like, he was so much fun. He was just fun. Like, he had the best sense of humor. He loved to laugh. We would pick on him and rag on him. He would pick on us. He was just fun. But he could be serious, but he was fun and loving. And he was never mean. He's never been mean. In all of my years that I've known him and lived with him and been with him, I've never, ever seen him be mean or ugly or hateful to anyone. What a legacy. People can't say that about me, but that's the old me. Hopefully they can say that about the new me. Anyway, I'm gonna get this coffee in me and try to hold back all these tears. Oh my Lord. So good. All right, I'll catch up with y'all later.
If I could go back there and take you in my arms, tell you how I really felt, change the way it all played out. But man cannot go backwards, backwards, backwards. Bound to take it all in, falling forward. Still I wish I could go back.
So I got Mama this on clearance from Hobby Lobby, and it was 89 cents, and this is why. It had a broken wheel, but how cute is that? It's so cute, and she loves it. Let me get over here. And that's all that matters. Good morning. Day 4 of the gym. This makes 2 weeks. I've went 4 days. It's working out. I'm enjoying it. I think it's definitely helping with releasing all those feel-good endorphins in the brain, you know. Yesterday went better than expected. I hate to say it was a good day, but we laughed, we cried, we reminisced. It was just emotional, but we got to be together, and we put some beautiful flowers on my daddy's grave and a little hummingbird lantern that's solar powered. We had a cupcake in honor of him. That took a real arm twister for me. And then we left there and we went and had lunch together, and then we went back to my mama's and hung out with her for a little while, and I hung up her stuff that she wanted, and we just visited. It was just a very sweet day, and I'm so thankful. And then I was actually able to get home in time to cook James a good supper. I made him hamburger casserole, and I even made my mama an individual one. She can eat it today, or she can eat what I'm cooking for supper, or she can take it home, whatever. But I made her one. And then I got in the bed. I was so tired, but I didn't sleep long because I slept so good until about 2:30. I woke up and my brain went straight to live cell. And then the nerves kicked in. Then my stomach started hurting because I was nervous. And I'm like, what? Donna, stop. So I just went ahead and got up and went in the living room and had all intentions of like napping on the couch till time to get up, but no. And by the time I could fall asleep, it was time to get up. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm like, yes, you are. You are going. You're not starting this. So I got up and went to the gym, and I'm so proud of me for doing that, y'all. I'm really proud of me. This is good. It's good. It's working out really well the way I'm doing it. I'm much encouraged. Sometimes you just gotta find a new routine that works, you know? So I do have to run by Walmart, I know, but you know, they didn't have my peppers the other day. I'm hoping they have them today because I've got to have them to cook my supper. But I did go ahead and brown my hamburger meat, and that's all I need is my peppers. So I'm gonna run in there. I really didn't want to have to do this, but what you gonna do? They didn't have them the other day. Anyway, let me get to Walmart, and I'll catch up with you at the house. All right, we are leaving the vet. Buster just got his nails done. He's styling. He did so good. So now we're headed back home. Angie's supposed to come over today. I found some of her stuff in my booth stuff, and so I tried to meet up with her the other day, but she's gonna come over today, and I'm gonna give that to her and we'll visit a little bit. But y'all, I changed out my kitchen curtains. I changed out my kitchen curtains. I put a fall pillow in the chair in my dining room, and on the way here, y'all know how this brain never shuts off. I'm sure y'all the same way, especially if you love home decor. And I was thinking about my kitchen counters, and I think I'm going to change them up a little bit. I want to kind of like minimize like my red scale and my Better Homes and Garden cookbooks for something more fall looking. And I'll bring that back out at Christmas. I'm not going to get rid of it or anything like that, but I think I'm going to swap it out with some more of like rusty scales. And then I was thinking about swapping sides with my coffee pot. And there's a reason for that. I have a red Keurig that was James's at his office, and I'm fixing to have to pull it out and use it because my coffee pot is a snob. My coffee pot is bougie, okay? And let me explain. So I have a ton of generic coffee pots, but my coffee pot, every time we try to use them in my coffee pot, any generic brand, it doesn't matter where they come from, if they are not a name brand, if they are generic, my coffee pot, they will explode. It makes a mess. But my coffee pot will take name brand pods with no problem. That's why it's bougie. So I have a ton of coffee pods that I want to use. I do not want to waste them, and there's no sense in me buying more coffee when I have tons of coffee. So I want to use the red Keurig. So I'm thinking about putting it where my bread box is and moving my bread box to where my coffee pot is, and just kind of changing some stuff up. Got some ideas. So we may do that when I get back home. We may do that. If we don't do it today, we're definitely going to do it this weekend. Or this might go Friday. We'll see. I don't know. I'm so confused. I've got live sale on the brain. And speaking of live sale, I've got more fall stuff that I can do another live sale and mix in some other stuff with it. And then I can start doing some dishes, some Christmas stuff I have. So we're gonna play it by ear. It's gonna be all based on how tonight goes to when I'll have the next one. But what I will do is I will give you a preview of what I will have in the next sale before the sale time and date. I'll give you a preview like I did this one, and then I'll give you plenty of notice to when I'll have another live sale. But anyway, that's the deal. I'm going to get home and see what I can do about my kitchen counters. I really want to do that. I really want to do that. And I've kind of put a picture on my mantle. I'm kind of looking at it. It's not styled or anything. I've just kind of set it up there to see if I want to use it on my mantle this year or what I want to do with it. So many ideas. So many ideas. My summer bin is still on the floor, which we'll get that put away this weekend. I'm still like putting stuff in it that I have the room for. So we'll see, but I really have been I've been thinking about my kitchen counters. So I think that's going to be what I play with next when I get home. So I'll see you at the house. All right, so here are the curtains. And then this is what I've done right here. I still have to put the stuff in my Crocs. Buster's over there slurping water. So I may go see if I have the greenery that I'm going to put in that, because I'm going to put some of those berries. I may go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is how this looks. Now, I did take those little pouches of stuff that I had in that little drawer, and then my little utensil thing. I'll show you where I've put those. But I've put the little pouches up, hold on, like, there's two of them. I got the coffee one in the coffee grinder. There's the salt one. And I think they are just so cute up there. And there's the bean one right there. And I really like those up there. So that's where I put those. For now, I've put this here. It needs something with it, but I really like that hanging on the wall. It shows off my old utensils, so maybe I can get some small, oh yeah, I was so zoomed in. Get like a little small shelf or something, I'm not sure. But I really like the way that it plays out. Oh, you know what? I wonder what it would look like up there. I could take this picture down. What do we think? We like that. I don't know, but I might like that up there. So for now, we'll just leave it right here. For now, I'm just gonna leave it here. I really love that little basket. And I love it with the vintage silverware. So what I want to do, that beautiful crock back there, I thrifted, and I can turn it around for fall. And I can kind of like spread some of this out. Put this over here. And put the other coffee pot here, which is much smaller. And then I could put this up top and trade out a scale I have up top with this one that would be more rustic. And I could put it over here. I'm just thinking, y'all. I'm just thinking. I want to switch it up some. But this is what it's looking like now. This is how I have it for every day. And let's just see what I come up with. I have no idea. All right, y'all, we are going to start on this side where I want to put my coffee pot and try out that Keurig coffee pot. So if I just cleaned everything off and gave it a good clean, it felt so good to get this done. And then I just started moving stuff around, and I fooled entirely too long with this plant. So I sped up some of it. I was like, come on, good grief, give it a break. It's just going to be shoved in a corner. Don't put baby in a corner. Anyway, so I had no idea of what I was going to do. So as I'm decorating this is literally the first go at it. I did not plan this. I did not practice, stage it, anything like that. I am literally flying by the seat of my pants, as they would say. So you're going to see me make some changes as I style stuff. So yeah, that's just how I do it. I try things, step back if it's pleasing to the eye, or if I get a different idea, whatever. It's just how it goes, and I enjoy it. I have so much fun decorating. It really is a passion of mine, and it always has been. Now this is the red Keurig that James had in his office, and it's a nice coffee pot. It just does not do it for me, and I really love my coffee so much. I only get the 1 cup in the morning, so I was going to give this one a try. Will it make the cut? Stick around to see. But I'm going to get this styled up. But what I wanted to say, I lost my train of thought there, and then it came back. Ugh, the struggle sometimes. Anyway, I know somebody is going to have something to say about I have too much on my countertops. And I get that. I get that is how you feel. However, I have the space. It does not bother me. And we have plenty of prep space. And a lot of the stuff I stick in those deep corners that would not be used anyway. And so the things that are kind of sticking out are things we use, such as the coffee pot, the bread box. You know what I'm saying? So I get this may not be for everybody, and that's fine. That's the beauty of decor. I feel your home should reflect you, and you do it the way you want to do it. And so that's what I'm doing, and I love it. I love being surrounded by all of my treasures. I can't help it. But I just want to put that out there because I know somebody's going to say something. But I am a maximalist. I do not apologize for that. It is who I am. And I love it. And I know there's a lot of y'all out there the same way. So if it's too much for you, you don't have to do it. But maybe you can get some ideas of some ways that you can style some of your items that you have that you want to change up. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to put that out there because I know I'm going to get that comment. I get it all the time. And it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I do not have a problem with it. But I'm just going to kind of fool around with this a little bit, and then we're going to switch up to the other side. But I really do hope you enjoy seeing the process. Like I said, I had no idea what I was going to do, but in the end, spoiler alert, I do end up loving it, and I'm not sure why it took me so long to do it. Now on to the other side, doing the same thing. Start with a clean surface. I love it. I did want to say, if this is your first time being here, clicking on my channel, thank you and welcome. I hope you enjoyed enough to stick around. And also, if you are already subscribed to my channel, which is free by the way, please check and make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube is at it once again. They are unsubscribing people, and they're thinking I've not put up any videos until one just pops up in their feed one day and they're like, where have you been? I haven't seen a video from you in a while. And I'm like, really? Because I'm always uploading. Turns out they've either been subscribed or something has happened like that. So if you want to be subscribed, please make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you've got your little notification bell clicked, and hopefully it'll do its job and notify you every time I upload a video. We'll see. I'm telling you, me and this technology, I think it's out to get me sometimes. But anyway, I do hope you enjoy hanging out with me as much as I enjoy spending time with y'all. Y'all just really have been such a great support system for me during this month. I can't even believe it's been a month. It feels like it's been a year, but y'all have been such an amazing support system. And my family, talk about y'all all the time about just how amazing and how y'all are so sweet and just the most loving community. And honestly, it is just so uplifting to know there are still good people out there. I mean, if you want to see the ugly and the bad in the world, you're going to see that. That's exactly what you're going to see. You're going to find it every time. But if you take the time to really look, you will see there are a lot of good people out there. And that's what I want to focus on. And so thank you for coming to this channel, for being so sweet, so supportive, so kind, encouraging, loving. It just means the absolute world to me. And I just want you to know how amazing you are. You just really brighten my day. I love talking to y'all in the comments. I love interacting with y'all, and it just makes my day. So from the bottom of my heart, I just want you to know how much I truly love and appreciate all of y'all. Thank you so much for being here. So now that I've rambled on and on, I'm just going to stop talking and let you see what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing at this moment, but it does turn out in the end. This is what I have over here, and I'm okay with it. I really like it, but I do not like that coffee pot. I want my coffee pot back. Ooh. So I could put my coffee pot there. I would have to move my picture, and that's not a problem. I can do that. All right, so this is what I've done. I've added a couple berry picks there. And I brought my green scale down. These are some green and white restaurant ware bowl plates. These beautiful little vintage bowls. Then I have my Delightfully Southern cookbooks and a Better Homes and Garden one. Fruit that looks so real. And I'm really liking this a lot. And so the cabinet behind me, I left this the same, but I did change this up. Now this is what I do have my coffee pods in, and my coffee pot lamp that we made. That was my great-grandmother's platter. And I brought my other coffee pot back. I just could not get on board with the Keurig. And then this will kind of spread out a little bit right there, but right now I have my supper. So that's what that looks like. And I really like it. I really do like it. James made that cutting board, and I love it. And then I reach for that little cutting board. No, I reach for this little cutting board a lot. So I've put it here. And my little Folgers can. Thought it was appropriate. I really wanted to put it over there, but I need it to conceal the plug. There, so it's okay. So I'm loving this. I really do love this over here, and I think it's gonna flow really well when you walk in and you see all the fall stuff, because over here I Have all this fall stuff, and I've got to figure out what I want to do for my table. And I think I want to make a beautiful arrangement in this and have it on my table with something, because I think it would tie in really well with that, and then all the colors in my curtains. So we'll see. I haven't got that yet, but this part's done and I really like it. And it's not necessarily fall, but I do like the way it looks. Let's see if James notices. Ah, no scenery. I'm really liking the kitchen. Not that I've really got to enjoy it that much, because yesterday was just we did our first live sale. It was so much fun. Thank you to everyone that showed up and showed out. We had a blast. I do have one issue. I do not have a form on one person, and I have no way to contact them. So Lou, please fill out the customer form linked in the description box of this video, so I can get your stuff, so I can send a request to get the items paid for, so I can get it shipped out. I have no email address. I don't know your YouTube username. I have no way of contacting you. So this is why that customer form is a must. A must. But so far, so good. Sarah and Cody came over last night after the sale. They were so sweet. And Sarah helped me get started, so I know what to do. So I've got to finish that up today, so I can get the packages shipped out. But it was so much fun. I loved just being able to talk to y'all. The only problem I'm having now is once the live chat is over, the live video, the chats disappear. There's a way I can get them. I don't know if I'll be able to get them back on that particular video, but I'm trying to figure out. There's a way you can do it. I just got to figure out how to do it. I'm so not tech savvy. I try to be, but I'm not. I need somebody who's tech savvy in my life. But I mean, Cody is to a point, but he's so busy. I hate to just bother him all the time. But y'all know we didn't hesitate calling him. We was trying to do this live sale last night. He's so precious. He's the sweetest thing. But it was fun. Got that one under the belt. Learned a lot. And we just go forward. Go forward. Forward and upwards. But I was up way past my bedtime. I mean, doing that live sale was past my bedtime. But I think I got in bed at like 11:30, 12 o'clock. Y'all know how long it's been since I've been up that late? A long time. A long time. Thank goodness today was not a gym day, because I do not know if I'd have made it. I would have made myself go, but anyway, this coffee better do it still. I'm trying to work on editing a video so I can have that up. This video so I can have it up this evening, since I wasn't able to have it this morning. I know, the struggle, but I love it. I've been on the phone with the mama this morning. She was texting me before 6 o'clock this morning, and she's like, when you have your first cup of coffee, call me. So I did a few things, and then I called her. She's like, all right, well, I'm fixing to go get me another cup of coffee. I said, I didn't even have my first cup, and I'm already talking to you. But she had so much fun, and we are going to do some live chats just to chat, but we're going to have another live sale next Thursday, the 21st, which is James's birthday. If we do anything for his birthday, it'll be the weekend. So, going to have a live sale next Thursday, August 21st, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm going to have some more items in it. So I'm going to try to have a teapot lamp made. I've got some teapots. I've just got to see if I have all the stuff I need. So anyway, I'm going to go drink this coffee and let it kick in. And hopefully I can get this video edited, and then I can get in there and finish up sending out invoices to y'all. So I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. All right, y'all. Look. Ready to go? Ready to go? This is the only one I'm having trouble getting the information on, but all this is ready to go. I'm so excited. I've got it all ready, and I'll be dropping that off today, this afternoon. But before I end the video, I want to show you one other thing. Maybe two. Nah, just one. Oh, Buster's still sleeping. I guess he was up too late last night, so he had me put him back in the bed. Oh my goodness! Hold on! Oh my goodness! Is that Buster I see? Oh my goodness! Who is a lazy boy? Are you a lazy boy? So Buster had me put him back in the bed this morning when Daddy was getting out, because he was up too late last night. Huh? You ready to go outside? You need to go outside? Oh, you don't want to go outside. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're so cute, Bob. Oh, big old yawn. Come on, let's go outside. This thing is burnt, y'all. Burnt. Are you burnt? So last thing before I go, I did add the berries and my greenery to this crock with my chicken. Y'all, I love this. This is exactly how I knew it was going to look. And look at that. Oh, I love it. I simply love it. It's so pretty. I gotta go get dressed for the day. But I just want to thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for all your love and support. It really does. It means so much to me and my family. And y'all are a family too. But anyway, I'm gonna go get dressed. I hope you have an amazing day, weekend. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.